Hey everybody, HYPEMAN here, and I'm doing a video tutorial for RavenMiner pool. And this one we're going to show you how to connect to the pool, how to get a Ravencoin wallet, configuring and choosing different mining software, how to use the Discord bot and different payout systems, and basically everything that RavenMiner pool has to offer. So first things first, if you don't have a Ravencoin wallet, we're going to want to go to ravencoin.org/wallet. And we'll download the Windows wallet because that's what we're on. You would hit save and you'll just go through the installation process. So once you've installed the Ravencoin core, it'll be here. You can click on it to open it up. And this is, your direct access to the Ravencoin blockchain and, your Ravencoin wallet. So eventually, if you would want to send your Raven to an exchange to cash it out, you could do that. Or if you wanted to send it to your hardware wallet, you could do that as well. So it will take just a second to load the block index, and then it will take several days to fully synchronize with the blockchain because you're getting about 4 years of data to catch up on with all the blocks. So here it's connecting in, and I'm already synchronized, so once I get in, it's going to load basically right in. On your screen, you'll probably have a big kind of gray box, and at the top here, it'll show you how much you've connected and how far along you are. And down here there's a hide button, so you'll hit hide. First thing I would do is go to wallet, encrypt wallet, and put your password in. Also, when you're doing this, it should give you seed words, and so you're going to want to write down your seed words on a piece of paper. Don't take a picture, don't store them anywhere where anybody else could find them. Basically, this is your access to this Raven. So if I hit receive and I hit request payment and I get this address here, this is how I can mine here. If you save these words, if something happens and this computer blows up and I can no longer get back to the same wallet, if I have these 12 words, I can go to any Ravencoin wallet, or I can download this again on another computer. I can type in those 12 words and I'll have the same exact thing pulled back up and I'll have access to it again. So it's not stored on your computer, it's stored on the blockchain. So that's just something very important to understand and to remember. So you're going to want to write those 12 words down and maybe even memorize them. So I'm going to copy this address particularly. Now I'm going to go back to the RavenMiner website. I'm going to go to mining software, and there's different softwares obviously. Some are better for NVIDIA cards, some are better for AMD cards, so certainly take your pick based on what hardware you have. I'm on NVIDIA on this laptop, and so I like RavenMiner for NVIDIA. I'm going to hit download here. I'm going to go down to the releases, and then I'm going to download the zip. I already have Rex, so you're going to want to download this zip and then extract it. And once you've extracted it, basically you'll have all these files. The RavenMiner one is already set up for us. So this is like the program we're using, the algorithm that we're mining, and the server we're connected to, the port, the wallet address, and what we're getting paid out in if we're using one of RavenMiner's other exchanges for getting paid out in something else. So there's many different options here. The password here, if we put PPS, we're going to get paid per share. I'm just going to go back to the website really quickly to talk about this. So basically, if you're mining 24/7, PPLNS is going to be, the way to go. If you're just mining occasionally, PPS is probably going to be better. PPS is paid per share, And so, you know, you get earnings constantly paid out to you. They're just like smaller fractions. So personally, I just always use PPLNS. You get more earnings because you're paying less in fees. So unless you're just like a super casual miner, I would use PPLNS. So going back to this, yeah, you're going to want to delete this address here because that's like the default one, and you're going to want to paste the one that you got. So request payment, you know, you can mine to as many different addresses as you want. I would mine to one consistently for a while and, you know, get my payout and all that stuff. You don't want to stop before you get paid out, obviously. So if you don't want to get paid per share, you would just take that out. You can put X123, whatever password you want it to be. Talking about the actual pool here, this is like the pool that we're connecting to. So if we take the stratum out, we could put US here, which would make us only connect to the United States Ravencoin pool, which if something happens to that pool and it goes down for any amount of time, we wouldn't be mining there. If we're on the stratum.ravencoin miner pool, basically like this, if the US pool goes down, we're going to mine to the EU pool or vice versa. So it's going to try to keep you, you know, hashing on their pool even if one of their server goes down. They do also have an auto exchange function right here. And so basically, like it says, you're going to change your target coin address to, like, this is a Bitcoin address, I suppose. So you would put this Bitcoin address right here. And then right here under password, you would put BTC. And now you're going to mine Ravencoin and you're going to get paid Bitcoin to your Bitcoin address. Obviously, don't use this address, use your address, but it's just showing you how to do it. You could also do, you know, Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash. They're adding a number of things. It was just like Bitcoin, Litecoin, Doggy at first. So they're definitely, or maybe ETH. So they're definitely adding different ones on, which is cool. They're using multiple different exchanges to try to get you the best exchange rate. And you do have to mine this amount of Raven here before you get paid out for each coin respectively there. And that makes sense just looking at the chart. So, so actually doing the mining now, we'll go to the T-Rex file here. Now all this, you know, if we put in, you know, an address from here like this, then we'll put it in here. When we start mining, it's going to be mining to that address. We don't want to have the Bitcoin in here. So I'll just save it like this. Or if you want a password, certainly have a password. You don't really need one. But then you're just going to double click this file and it's going to start loading. I think I do need a password. Indeed. So you do need a password. You need at least X or something to be in there. It won't load. So it's basically going to connect you to the pool and you're going to start hashing. I would recommend you guys download MSI Afterburner. And you'll be able to go in here and I would, you know, maybe make core clock around 150, memory clock between 450 and 600. And I would turn my power down to maybe 70, 75. You're going to see your heat go up. If you use more power, your heat will go up more. If you underclock it, you turn stuff down, you'll get less heat. So you just want to see, you know, how much hash am I getting? Is it worth using this amount of power? And try to find basically the optimal settings for your cards. You can go on Google and type in whatever graphics card you have, Ravencoin, overclock, and see what everyone else is using, kind of as a guide. That's just like my recommendation. You can see how hot this is and what mega hash I'm getting and how many watts I'm using, what my efficiency is. So I haven't found a share yet. I will go ahead and wait for a share even though my computer is hot. So there, I found a share. You would just let this keep going indefinitely until you want to stop mining. So I'll go ahead and X out to stop the miner here. So just a little bit about, you know, the RavenMiner pool. This is like how much of the total hash rate of the entire network that we have. So we're 5% here. The difficulty is really how many people are mining on the network, essentially. So the more people that mine on Ravencoin, the more the difficulty will go up and the less reward everybody will get. Talking about the blocks, basically one block is found on the Ravencoin blockchain every minute. And so you can see based on that, you know, if one's found every minute, on this hour we found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, so out of 5 minutes out of 60, you know, we were the ones to find the blocks, essentially. So the other 55 minutes, you know, is either found by a solo pool or some other different pool. So, you know, that just kind of shows you the hand that RavenMiner pool has in it. So they have a pretty good, you know, pretty good hash rate here. You're going to get very consistent, reliable payments, which is what you want to see as a miner. Like I said, it's $2,500 or 2,500 Raven, excuse me, block reward, which right now is $168. You can go here to the getting started page. They have a Discord link down here. So you'll hit this link and you'll go to the Discord. And so you can go here to payments. You can type in plus payment, whatever wallet address, and you can change to, you know, whatever different payout you want to get. And then basically if you go to your wallet page here like this, you can see your earnings. You can see basically when you start your miner, you get very little rewards at first, and then it adds as your hash rate, you know, as you start contributing more, it pays you more essentially until you get to your kind of optimum peak hash rate, and then it's just going to keep paying you out as long as you have your miner going. And you can see, you know, it kind of add up until the payout happens. You get paid out, and then your balance goes up, the payout happens, and it happens again and again. And you can just see, you know, your payouts happening and how many Ravencoin you're making every day. And you can estimate, once you have hash rate, it'll estimate, you know, on out 90 days how much it'll think you're making. Obviously it changes based on the difficulty. So if the difficulty goes down, you're going to make more Ravencoin per day. It doesn't have anything to do with price. Now obviously price does affect the amount of miners that are mining it, because that's what's going to make the payouts happen and the profits come. So it's just something to keep in mind. You can check the difficulty every day and know if you're, you know, based on the difficulty, how much you should be getting paid out. So hopefully I've covered everything. You are just going to basically, you know, see your rewards coming into your Ravencoin core wallet. So you'll have this open and you'll let it sync. Once it's fully synced, it'll take several days, but so you can, in theory, you know, start getting payments to your wallet. You're not going to see them for the first couple of days until you're fully synchronized with the blockchain, and then once you're synchronized, you'll see every payment come in pretty much as it happens. If you guys have any questions, you can go on the Discord. You can go to RavenMan or NevermoreMan, and you can bug them with any questions you have. You can comment below on the YouTube page here if you have any questions about any of this that I've covered. You know, there are several different frequently asked questions and stuff. Hopefully we've answered them all, but you know, choosing between PPS or PPLNS, I would say unless you're just a very casual miner, use PPLNS and you know, make more Raven. If you guys have any problem connecting, sometimes you have firewall problems, stuff like that, please reach out to us and get questions if you can't figure out how to get through based on this video and the frequently asked questions page. But that's all for me. Thanks so much for watching this video. Hopefully it's been helpful to you, and I'll catch you on the next one.